see BYU drop back into that zone, but not to blocking ability.
Saunders, three. The catch and release, no good. Rebound, Wisconsin. This is as close as the Badgers have been in a while. Clemson got it. Klesmit. 7 minutes to go. BYU by 11. Three-pointer goes for Klesmit.
But it's nerve-wracking.
Yes, it is. Check in with Dana as Klesmit knocks down another three.
Snap right there. Crowd got stuck on Burnett. Burnett was able to get open. Big sign that Burnett able to knock down a three early.
Yeah, they needed three others to Klesmit with a deep one. He looked great in practice, by the way. Who's led the country in wedging? I mean, your research is incredible.
It's going to work on that this week. 2-point lead for Michigan. Klesmit, left arm made contact with Burnett, and then he drains it from the court. Clear the area.
International relations haven't been good.
And that off the rim.
And a smart double team. Double teaming Golden on the move, not on the catch.
Corral not looking to shoot. Fake it to Klesmit. 15 to shoot.
Boy, really cutting slowly, too.
Klesmit the curl. Uses the body. Spins it in against Bird. Kaysen swings. Wolf trying to get involved. Rebound. Golden couldn't grab it. Through the legs of Klesmit. He saves it. Blackwell has scored 13.
Oh, some good footwork to contain Blackwell that time.
Here's Klesmit. Oh, strides. Klesmit with the effort board.
Nice
Akins,
pop.
you saw the defense? Couldn't get it to go on the offense.
That was some sequence.
30 to 26, Michigan State. Gilmore was thinking about the high-low. Now it's Klesmit working against Richardson. Klesmit forces his way in and finishes with the offhand.
Make a run in this tournament to give themselves a shot at that. And I say, you know, no bad losses. The Penn State one felt bad. It had an effect here, but in terms of tournament resume, it cost them more in location, right? The ability to go to Milwaukee, perhaps, than it did in seeding.
Sure, and that's for now. But if Wisconsin can roll through this tournament.
Barry on the cut, and a loose ball comes to Klesmit.
Max Klesmit with really good hands there on the backdoor cut. Thought Barry was going to get a layup.
And a tough finish. Goals in the first half. Shot clock is low. Step back. Martinelli reaching out. And the long rebound for Crowell.
Real second chance opportunities again for Wisconsin.
Klesmit the floater.
It's a way of
3.
And yet they're only down 8.
Martinelli. Short on that one. And Klesmit the board out. Ahead he goes. Klesmit, a step back. Oh, he is feeling it.
First 4 minutes of this second half here. And to do that on the offensive end, they can't settle for J's. They've got to get dribble, penetration, kick out threes in transition, but they've got to do it here and get some stops.
Maybe not going to stop. Max.
To Stephen Crowell, and he knows that Biddle's got a bit of foul trouble and goes right at him.
Angel off the shot fake, but he left it short.
I thought he should have turned that one down and thrown the ball inside to Nate Biddle. Nate Biddle just scored his last 2 possessions.
And Angel has been quiet. He hasn't scored yet. What a backdoor caught by Klesmit. That's Princeton style.
Criteria played out. You have to have at least a 9 offensive efficiency, 22 defensive efficiency or better, at least 36% from 3, and have a guy projected to go be able to take them out of the first push they got to be better in that phase of the game going forward if they're hoping to get a win on the road.
Well, it is such a fun offense to watch. 6th ranked offense in the country, according to Ken Palm. Klesmit spinning, little pop shot, and he got the bounce.
As well.
16,000 coming to life in Madison. That won't sit him down. A bucket here, and they'll really get loud. Klesmit, he can hit that all day.
A dish inside for the finish. Caleb First is first on the board.
I think they're a different team when they put Cox and First on the floor. Ignited things for Purdue.
Wisconsin is averaging 81 points per game. Let me say it again to make sure everybody gets that. 81 points per game for the Badgers.
Nice find.
Klesmit lets it fly. Bottom, a three.
It sounds like you're giving both.
It's at Silver Creek.
I think it's the schedule that's helped Smith and Red. A&M for one, Auburn, who was very, very tough against Purdue. And they learned a lot from it and had to deal with it. Different ways and approaches to guard.
Wisconsin has Kamari McGee in the game. Purdue's got Camden Heidi.
A nice job dragging him out there with the dribble.
Klesmit.
Good not call.
Smith goes down, and Klesmit's got a highlight.
Big time pull-up.
Wisconsin has missed 7 straight threes. They now trail by 9.
Little flex cuts on the baseline.
Klesmit, they need points. And they'll get some with a left-handed lay-in.
Got it with tack. Got to guide the lift on the other end. I think he can be physical on Winter.
Tonje getting a rest. He's played 26 minutes. Klesmit forcing his way inside for 2.
Tough kid. Tough kid.
5 to shoot. Klesmit lets it fly. Rebound. Nice. Winter keeps it alive. Blackwell claims it.
How about that? Then relocate by Janicki.
Klesmit, the drive. Good, and a foul.
This kid.
Kick it out. Samford attacks the closeout. Can't put it through.
He didn't have his feet underneath him. Was a little off balance on that pullout.
Klesmit, too much space for 3.
They quieted the crowd.
Samford, quick trigger. Doesn't have the response. And the weak side rebound goes to Klesmit. Under 7 minutes to play in this first half. Wisconsin at 53% from the floor and 6 of 10 from 3. Klesmit, that's pretty.
Back-to-back possessions, Wisconsin exploring early in the possession. Not necessarily a fast break point, but it's transition offense yielding results.
Now Wisconsin looking to put it in. It's a nice little string of possessions from Iowa. It's Klesmit for the tie. It's there. Economically high for a Wisconsin program that has really leaned into the analytics. Now Goody tries to respond, comes up short. Goody and Galloway both on the floor. Renew's going to go to the bench early here.
Indiana just not hooked up and ready to play. There's another wide open 3.
Wisconsin 4 of 5 from the outside, and the Hoosiers 0 for 3. Make them 0 for 4. Carter Gilmore is in the game coming off a career performance against Northwestern. They nicknamed him Gilly James. Klesmit, same spot. Splits a pair, but Mbako coming in. His last 3 games, 20.3 points, 5 rebounds, 58, 40, 75 splits. Just hasn't had that same level of impact. Klesmit finds the opening.
That segment in the second half. 5 turnovers to start this second here, and that means you've got 10 overall. Big problem at Purdue, and it's showing itself again. And it's not like Wisconsin is a team that forces a high number of turnovers.
Klesmit remaining aggressive and a chance for 3.
In collaboration with Under Armour and a couple players on the team, Max Klesmit and Kamari McGee helped design these Badger uniforms. Northwestern's first shot of the half goes begging. And with Blackwell back on the floor for Wisconsin, here are the Badgers. This is Klesmit. Inside, his first point of the day.
It's a beautiful feed from Martinelli. You don't see Nicholson getting back behind the defense to make plays like that. Oh, Jalen Leach blowing up that ball screen action.
Klesmit lets it fly. And it goes for the sharpshooter.
He got his money's worth, didn't he?
McGee stays in, however, for Wisconsin. Klesmit on the baseline. Tough shot.
The match with the second chance opportunity for Gillespie. A 42% three-point shooter, and now the pressure.
Wisconsin's going to have to do the job on the boards with both Queen and Reese in there, two of the best offensive rebounders in this conference.
Klesmit got open and drills it, and that's...
Wisconsin will start with the basketball, and it's John Blackwell who will bring it up.
Obviously, if you're a Nebraska fan, you want to avoid a 19-2 start for your opponent, like we saw in the at the beginning of the game.
Here's Tanjay looking for room on the baseline. There is none. 5 to shoot for Klesmit. Off the window, and Max. We will do.
Yes.
Here's Gary in the corner for 3. That is short. Jawan Gary 1 for 4 from 3 this afternoon.
So Jawan Gary is shooting just shy of 28% from the 3, Kevin, and you've got Bryce Williams on the bounce getting downhill. I would have liked a few drop before the end of this game.
Well, that's his 10th point, and while this will feel like a bit of an empty accomplishment for him, it's really not. He just has reached a combined 4,000 points with his late father, Henry, who scored 2,383 at Charlotte.
You talk about UCLA's last game against Iowa and their win. I thought Dylan Andrew was their catalyst in that win, scoring 13 points. I mean, coming into the season, many people believe that he was one of their UCLA's go-to scorers coming into the season. He just hasn't had a good start, but hopefully he can pick up where he left off from last game.
UCLA lets Bilodeau go. Now they run the double at him. And that's well done by Wisconsin.
A really good job of using his opportunity to play right now.
Well, the Badgers took a shot from USC Saturday, held them off, ended up winning comfortably, and there's Klesmit
getting more comfortable for all freshmen. The game's fast. The game is starting to slow down for Wesley Yates. Shot it really well against Iowa the other night.
Yates had 21 points in the game. USC shot 64% from the field. Now here's Crowell.
No double, just stunt. Crowell's got to go.
Klesmit, who returned to the lineup in Wisconsin's. Claude sniffs it, and he takes the contact but can't finish, and here comes Blackwell out of the pack. Klesmit in transition, and this time he knocks it down.
By Yates. Or, excuse me, St. Thomas, but too late by then.
Don, 3 fouls for Claude and for Agee, both on the floor for SC.
At this point, down 16, I think you got to ride him. I don't think this is time to be managing their minutes. It's Klesmit not
play. Good Wisconsin fan base in the building today. Good SC crowd today as well. They're making some noise.
Where's Wisconsin going to go?
Klesmit right to the rack.
The veteran Klesmit.
St. Thomas turns it over on the roll, and here comes McGee. Klesmit finding his way to 2 points. 10 from before that.
I said this in the first half, though, guy. Can't trade baskets at this point. We're at 5 minutes to go, down 12. The defense has got to rise up here.
It's a great test for Wisconsin, too, right? On the road, first LA trip, and you put a game away. Under 5 to go. Klesmit.
Same play.
It's their 5th all-time meeting. It's their first trip to LA since 1982. They played that game at the LA Sports Arena.
But remember, they've been in the NCAA tournament like early 2004.
But the quality of the teams that have been added to the league are really good, and the travel aspect, you throw that in as well. Just a daunting task to become the Big Ten regular season champion this season.
If you're just joining us, Ohio State trailed by 17 at halftime, but they've outscored the Badgers by 12 here in this second half. Shooting it better and taking care of it better. 2 seconds to shoot. Klesmit knocks down a three.
But they were finishing a little bit. But of late, it's been settling. A little 2-2-1, first time all game. Make them use a little bit of a clock.
Speaking of free throws, Rutgers not hitting theirs. Still a 6-point game. They've missed 6 from the foul line. That would be enough to tie.
And back to a 2-3 zone. Nice pin in, give a good look for Klesmit.
Lots of room.
I'll tell you what.
As Iowa leads it by 3 with the ball. And Traore turnaround, not there. Rebounded by Winner. So this very efficient Wisconsin offense. They've come out of the gate shooting 52%. Iowa the other way shoots 60%.
Back in this 2-3 zone. Again, that ball's got to touch the painted area.
Klesmit gave it a look, does get a paint touch, and that's what you're talking about.
I like it.
Pocket pass into Freeman.
That's pretty.
That's where those true point guard skills come out. Here's Klesmit for 3. He nailed it.
That was all head state history. 94 wins over a 2-year career. That's incredible.
If you gave me one guess, I would have said Kenneth Faried.
That's a good call by you.
I would have said Kenneth Faried.
Look at you digging into your Denver Nuggets history.
I thought you'd like that one.
No doubt.
So it was like, yeah, the 2011 team, right? Well, the upset. There's Klesmit. Back-to-back hit.
Biz Jack, a 2-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. Three-pointer doesn't go for more. Wisconsin's got to hurry. Klesmit gets the 3 off over McCaffrey and hits it.
Boswell. Picked up by Crowell. He'll fire. Strong rebound up high. McGee.
Yeah, Kamari McGee flying in there. But how about Stephen Crowell getting in a stance and defending Will Riley?
Klesmit open. Money. A 3-ball.
Well, Illinois just do just that. He's been productive. He's made multiple plays in different ways. Really impressive first half for Trey White.
Winter leaving for Klesmit. Circles off the screen. Feels the contact. And puts that one through.
The 5. Well, you could probably call that every time down there on rebounds.
Nice pass. Klesmit inside for the deuce. Boswell. Efficient day for him. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 of 11 shooting from the floor, and a perfect 5 for 5 from the line. McGee outside Klesmit. He'll fire. He's fouled and he hits. Big call.
Big time shots. He's a big leader for this group. Really good player, but I think that if you're Michigan, you're going to live with him taking semi-contested floaters in the lane.
Both of these offenses have played exceptionally well, especially of late coming into the night, but so far have struggled in this game. Klesmit, just a tough bucket, and they've steadied the ship defensively to keep this at a 2-possession game.
Talk about a game of runs, and here Michigan coming out their little tandem 2-3 look, where those wings can get really high.
Reuben Jones, bounce it, now Gilmore. Jones steps up again. 10 to shoot, 14-second difference. Klesmit, a bomb is good.
That's a huge one.
Now 2 for 3 at the line tonight. Blackwell has had some huge plays in this second half. A couple of massive offensive rebounds. Has gotten aggressive getting it to the cup. Klesmit still looking for his shot. Tanjay working on Wolf. The drive. Tanjay left his feet. Got it to Klesmit with 6 on the clock. Klesmit on Donaldson. Klesmit the fend off. And the bucket.
Right there. You know, he's going to challenge whomever was at the rim.
Nice take to the basket by Klesmit.
Those can be very disruptive for your opponent.
How likely are the next 2 or 3 minutes as Klesmit launches a deep 3 and hits? And I was going to ask.
Especially now with Ishmael again being in foul trouble, who can step up off this bench and make plays?
Klesmit 3, bucket. Where's the 3-pointer? He's got the range to do that. It doesn't take many. He's 1 of 5 now in the year. Hard to keep in mind, he's only 18 years old.
Keep an eye on Crowell within this offense, too. And on that first possession offensively, he went That's 5 points per game, but you can tell he's competing. You can look at him, he's talking on defense, he's playing hard, but when you're wired to score like that, you just got to continue to get more reps with this UCF program.
Wisconsin's got 3 in double figures, and McGee is sitting on 9. Klesmit drills a third.
We're sitting courtside, decked out in Wisconsin here, and I'm like, hold up, wait a second here. Didn't you play golf at the University of Florida? Can't you put a little bit of orange and blue on?
Klesmit, Barry.
Just for 3. He's had the hot hand. He's got 11 points.
He's a veteran guy that's played some big-time basketball at DePaul and can score. There's no doubt about that.
Down by 5. Klesmit trying to get space. He's not going to get that against Abdul Hakim. Under 5 to play in this first half. Klesmit. Nice move and a really good job of sealing it off. Do them a world of good. Trying to go baseline and knocked away. There's Janicki creating the turnover. Into the corner for Klesmit. Got his man in the air. Smartly pulls it back.
A couple stops. Now you got to get a couple scores here.
Klesmit, 3. Yes! Jumper on the other end. Good by Trey Miller.
Got the crowd involved, and they just couldn't get the stop.
Been that way all night long.
They give credit to the Vaqueros. They have not got out of themselves where they try to make plays.
Blackwell got shut down by Abdul Hakim on his potential drive. Now Klesmit just behind the free throw line, rattles it in.
He's been struggling trying to find his way, but now when Arizona needs it the most, he's stepping up big time.
Oh, nice move. Klesmit slipped through. It counts. You get the skill points in 2K.
That's it.
Awaka missed it. Rebound swarmed in. Great hustle inside by McGee, the smallest player on the floor.
Now, Kamari McGee is one of those energy guys for Wisconsin.
Oh, Max Klesmit.
Side to get him open. Arizona going to a few more set plays here in the second half. Try to isolate guys.
Klesmit using the body, sticks to Jay.
Now sitting at a 24-3 run. App State ended their drought. Now Klesmit from the corner. That's the second made 3 of the game.
Yeah, 2 for 4 from 3 right now, 3 for 5. So he's really living on that 3-point line and shooting 50% out there as well.
Klesmit, floater, good. Floater game has really been there for the Mountaineers since that moment.
Yeah, that's more of a pick your poison on the big man. Nice
Klesmit and 1.
Yeah, he really loves to see that from the new student that we have.
Crowd to Klesmit fires. Good! Max Klesmit.
Just a beautiful feed.
Inbound to Xavier Amos. Got 2 minutes in this one. Klesmit driving off the screen from Amos. Puts up the floater.
Very, very switchable squad for the Bobcats.
That was a great baseline out of bounds set from Montana State there, freeing up Jed Miller for that shot.
Klesmit, the step back 3. He's got it.
On opportunities such as this and make their way back to their 4th consecutive double NCAA tournament. This is an opportunity for them to showcase their skills here tonight. Thank you, guys. Back to you.
Thanks a bunch, Sophia. And she makes a good point that Montana State has been in the tournament 3 straight years, won the Big Sky 3 straight years. Should mention that the game before that, the year before, as Klesmit hits him.
Montana State's played the game that they've wanted to. They've just not been able to convert at the rim so far.
58% from the line for Brandon Walker. Starts out 0 for 2.
Winter missed a wide open Gilmore on that cut.
Winter gives to McGee. Now McGee, shot clock at 11, showing off the moves. Opts to kick it out. Klesmit, wide open 3. He's got it. All of them came in the second half. So you talk about how Wisconsin pulled away in that big 80-40 run. He was a big reason why.
Yeah, certainly a lot of new tricks that we've seen from Nolan Winter.
Klesmit, oh, it's a deep three. Oh, my goodness, he's got it.
Good job working the mismatch, but Blackwell holds strong there. Walker, you want to get a little bit deeper of position on that post up. It's a tough kind of fadeaway hook shot from 5 feet away from the basket.
Tanjay on the attack, finds Klesmit in rhythm again.
The entire day on Monday, and just a really, really cool thing to get to see.
And the Badgers social media team, they didn't shy away from it either. I saw they posted a video with the guard three going in with the Moneyball music in the background. Max Klesmit picking it right.
Like Matt Logie is with this Montana State team, you need to know who you are. They're playing like perfect modern basketball, and I think it's going to work out for them. I think that they have a bright future. They certainly have talent. They have experience, and when you're one of those mid-major schools looking to make a run into the tournament, it's exactly what you want.
Klesmit for three, of course!
Here on the near baseline.
Limited just 7 minutes in the first half, Joey. Looking to get a little bit more out of him as we kick things off.
John Blackwell over to Winter, now Klesmit handling. Klesmit behind the back, pulls up from the elbow, knocks it down. Saw with the inside, looked like he had some gauze in his mouth, went back to the locker room. Now Max Klesmit fires the three. That one good!